How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. I hope everybody's doing well, and I appreciate everybody that takes time to watch my videos. Back in June of 2022, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled in the case of New York State and Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen. And in their ruling, they said people are allowed to carry firearms outside of their home to be able to protect themselves. And all the Democrat cities and states lost their frickin' minds. And then these cities and states started passing all these anti-gun Bruen laws. Just to name a few, more gun-free zones. Also what they call sensitive places where you can't carry firearms. And also that meant that a lot of cities and states that made it extremely hard to get a permit to carry a firearm had to stop sitting on their hands and start getting these applications pushed through. But also in some states, they decided to make it harder for people to get these permits by raising the prices to get them. So right after the Bruen decision, the state of New Jersey passed a lot of new laws, and one was to increase the price of getting a carry permit. It went up to $200 frickin' dollars. But there's one town in New Jersey that saw that this was completely wrong, and they ruled that it's unconstitutional to charge these exorbitant fees to get the carry permits. So on June 11th, they ruled that they're going to start refunding money to the permit applicants. Out of the $200 that they spent, they're going to get refunds of $150. Good for them. And here's actually what part of the Bruen decision said. Because any permitting scheme can be put towards abusive ends, we do not rule out unconstitutional challenges to shell issue regimes where, for example, lengthy wait times in processing license applications or exorbitant fees deny ordinary citizens the right to public carry. And in this case, that's what the state of New Jersey did, charging an exorbitant fee to get their permits. Now, in the Bruen decision, they didn't give a definition of what an exorbitant fee is, but it's very easy to figure out that $200 is an exorbitant fee because all you have to look at is the 29 states here in this country that don't require any permits whatsoever or any fees at all to carry their firearm to be able to protect themselves. And there are lawsuits against the state of New Jersey for them charging those exorbitant fees to get the carry permit. And here is part of what the resolution says. Whereas pursuant to NJSA 2C58-4, applicants for permits to carry a handgun are required to pay an application fee in the amount of $200, of which $150 is retained by the municipality, and $50 is forwarded to the superintendent of state police. And whereas the borough of Englishtown recognizes that the statutory fee structure imposes financial burdens on applicants and wishes to ease the burden for residents by offering refunds of the borough's retained portion of the application fee, whereas the Bureau has determined that this is in the public interest to establish an administration process for refunding a $150 municipal share of the application fee upon appropriate documentation. And here's what the mayor of Englishtown had to say. His name is Daniel Frisco, and this is what he posted on June 10th on X. Why I am not a legislator and can't change state law. What I can do is stand up for my residents, being abused by states' policies. Taxing peaceable citizens for a natural right is an abhorrent practice. No one should be pillaging the wallet of a resident simply because they choose to exercise a natural right. New Jerseyans are already saddled with the most tyrannical firearm laws in the country. English has an opportunity to lead by example, to respect firearm owners' rights, and provide relief to a community battered by your state legislators. And also the mayor said in a meeting on Wednesday that the resolution is important and that he's trying to protect people's rights. I think if Englishtown passed the law that every time you came to tell me your opinion about something, I charged you $150. And if you didn't pay that fee, you would not be able to speak before us. That would be the most unconstitutional and abusive policy I could possibly imagine. The resolution passed with a 4-1 vote in the council. It's definitely great to have a mayor like that running your city. And also a city council that voted the right way. Like the mayor said, he can't change that state law, but there's nothing stopping them from passing that resolution of refunding $150 of that $200 fee back to the people that applied for those permits. And now cities all through New Jersey, as well as other cities in other states that charge exorbitant fees to get a carry permit, should do the same. The cities in these Democrat-run states need to fight for their citizens' Second Amendment rights. So I'd really like to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. What you think of Englishtown, New Jersey, passing the resolution refunding $150 of the $200 fee back to the applicants who applied for carry permits. And as always, I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. You guys are always crushing it by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and hitting those post notifications. And I'm very grateful that you do so, and it definitely helps the channel out and helps it to continue to grow. And I invite all of you to come back and watch my next video.